What's up, everyone? Welcome back. We're going to do a follow-up, tell you more about the Academy EVO rod and reel. I've been fishing it for a few months. I'll give you my full thoughts after fishing it now. Thanks everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like this content. This channel is all about bass fishing gear, a lot of reviews. And I do a lot of unboxing videos and kind of give you my first thoughts of different gear that comes through. And then down the line, I do a full detailed review after I fish this stuff, put it through the paces, used it on the water, and give you my honest feedback on the equipment. That's what we're doing right now. So we're talking about the Academy reel and rod. This is the EVO series. You know, they have a whole bunch of different levels. There's the H20X and then the EVO. There's several different prices, you know, different levels of quality. This is kind of the higher end. It's still very affordable. And that's the biggest thing about this that I can say is it is a great product for the money. The rod is $100, the reel is $100, but it is a very good setup. Actually, Bassmaster Elite Series Pro Stetson Blaylock, he uses this stuff. I saw him at the Classic, you know, the media day. These are the exact rods that he has on his deck. Fishing the Bassmaster Classic with a setup that costs $200. So that should say something right there. Obviously, he's sponsored by them, but it's good enough for him to get the job done at the highest level. In me fishing, I've noticed that it's a very good quality setup. You know, it's not as refined as a lot of my other stuff that's cost, you know, $300 for a reel or $300 for a rod. It's not near in the same category, but it is still very good. Really surprisingly good for the price. I mean, that is the biggest thing I could stress about this is $100 rod, $100 reel, very, very affordable. Now, I've used this particular rod. It's a 7.3 medium heavy, and I've used it for a lot of different things. That's a really versatile one. If you're looking to get one that can do a lot of things, that would be it. You can fish jigs on this. You can fish a lot of soft plastics. I've used it more for a reaction. It's a medium heavy, a fast action, which I can do a lot of things with that. You know, I've thrown buzz baits on this. I've thrown spinner baits. It's also a very good topwater rod, but again, it's very versatile. Now, the rod looks and feels like a rod that costs a lot more. You know, it's got these carbon fiber-esque appearance on the back, on the rod butt. It's got the EVA foam grips. It's got the, you know, everything that you would expect from a higher quality rod. It looks like a higher quality rod and it feels like it. It's very light, very sensitive. It's a good, solid rod. It's an IM8 heliocore graphite. I mean, that's just a fancy word for pretty good quality for the price. I mean, it is a very sensitive rod. Like I said, it's lightweight. It's got those EVA grips. It's got Fuji reel seats. The carbon fiber on the back. I mean, it just looks like a good rod. The reel I've been even more impressed with because this thing casts like a champ. Obviously it's new, you know, I haven't used it for years and years, but it casts extremely well. It is a 10 bearing system. It's very smooth. I mean, it casts so well that you really have to tune it down a little bit because you're gonna get a backlash when you first start. But the good news is you can adjust that with the knob on here, and then also the centrifugal brakes. The side plate's really easy to take off. You just push this button and then slide it up, and then there you go. You have your centrifugal brakes. Now, I've had a question about this for when I did another reel review, is kind of how you set up these centrifugal brakes. So on the reel, you can either push these brakes on or off. They're like little plastic knobs. They either clip in, you could hear them click, or click out. So what I always do is, typically I'll start with one on each side, and you want it to be exactly on the other side of each other, you know, so it's not out of balance. So if you do one directly across it, or if you do three, do every other one, so they're kind of balanced. That's how I always set them up. I typically start with having two on, you know, again, straight across from each other, the other one's closed. That's a good base to start, and then you could actually adjust it with the knob as well. So that's just kind of a side note, but I did remember that question from when I did a different reel review, so I thought I'd talk about it right there. But really, I've been really impressed with the reel. Like I said, it's new. I don't know who makes these reels. You know, a lot of the reels, most of the reels come from the same place, honestly. You know, there's only a handful of factories that make them, so a lot of them are built for the specs of whatever brand you love. I mean, Academy, Bass Pro, Abu, Lose. I mean, a lot of those are made in the exact same place, but they obviously have different specs, different quality, different components. So I don't know who's making this, but it is a good reel, $100 reel. Again, can't say enough about the price. Very, very smooth, casts extremely well. Really, the full test though is going to be down the line. You know, how it's going to perform in a year or two. You know, in my experience from all the different brands, $100 reel, still a lot of money, $100. It's obviously not going to last as long as a reel that costs 300 or 400. I mean, I still have reels that were in that price range from 10, 15 years ago. They're still flawless. A lot of the reels that were cheaper back then, they didn't hold up as well. I mean, that's just kind of how it is. They're still going to do well for you. Very good quality reel, but they're just not going to hold up as long. So I would say this is a very good starter reel, or if you're looking to get several reels, if you want to beef up your arsenal and you need to get a bunch of them and you don't want to pay the higher prices, this is a good solid reel. Looks good, easy to adjust, casts great. Got these big oversized foam knobs. Paired with that rod, it looks really good, casts really well. You can do a lot with this particular setup, this 7.3 medium heavy. This is the 8.1, so it's a faster reel. There is a slower reel as well. I believe it's a 6.2. That's kind of more versatile, but fast is great for top water, flipping and pitching when you need to get that line back in quickly. So really like the EVO setup. Again, 200 bucks, got a great combo. Can't complain about the looks and the performance. So been really impressed with the Academy H2O EVO rod and reel. Thanks for watching.